Hello everyone, welcome to Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. My name's Tyrone and welcome to the 27th edition of Show and Tell. A little bit different Show and Tell for you today. It's been 3 months since my last Show and Tell and I've been absolutely itching to do one. My little gold box was slowly filling up, but not as quickly as it normally does because I've just come up with different ideas of videos. So things that used to accumulate get included in things like filling the gaps videos and things like that. So a little bit different. Let me explain. My buddy-o, David Johns from Twice Diecast in Alabama, USA, helps me out quite often on things I just can't get here. Like this set here. This is the Matchbox Commando Dagger Force set from 1988, if you don't mind. So not yesterday. I got the Chevy van converted to a tow truck in this. Don't know where it came from. So much stuff comes in. My wife helps me. I have maybe 7 contributors to stuff for my collection. They help me out and I try and help them out. I do help them out. But long story short, I got one of these and I thought, wonder how many there are in the set. And of course that costs you money. Every time you wonder, you query, every time you venture further down the rabbit hole, it costs big dollars. So here we are. Let's get into it. This is the one I already had, but it was kind of loosey-goosey, kind of like this one, because the glue gives up after a while. They're not designed to be kept in the boxes or packets, I promise you that. But this is actually one of the ones David Johns helped me out with. I thought I got the whole set, but there appears to be some that weren't included. Not that David's playing with them on his rug in his living room. Couldn't bear to give them up, but they just weren't included in the purchase I made via his house, via 15 other cities to get to little old Perth, Western Australia. But this here is the command centre, and I've got so much to show you, so much. And forgive me if I'm a bit all over the joint this morning because I've had a load of chocolate and it's early, but the chocolate was there. I turned up. You cannot put those two things together. Breakdown van, we know it as the Chevy van, don't we? But they just ripped out the back and threw that on. It's got a working part. I've got... as I say, I'm higgledy-piggledy. I've got other things like that to show you, but let's just get on with the show, for goodness sake, Tyrone. Look at this. No real reason why I jumped to that, but we'll get to why, how, and where. This is Twice Diecast. Can you see that logo? Isn't that funky? Cool colour too. David just randomly put this in the box, headed my way. And lo and behold, nothing fits me on the arms, but this one does. Look at the length of that arm. My arm span, fun fact, is actually greater than my height, and I'm 6'2", so go figure. Get to the point, boy. These sleeves actually fit my arms. Slightly baggy on the chest because I'm a skinny little fudge. But great colour. Thank you, David. It fits. It fits. Oh, what are they calling it? Well, we don't know. Is that extra large? What's the TGEG? Don't know. It's cotton. It's quality. It's Twice Diecast. There was a joke made that I should only wear it for muddy jobs if it doesn't fit, just as an overall. My mum used to say when people bought her clothes that she didn't quite like, she'd go, "Oh, that would be lovely for around the house." And then she'd just put it in the cupboard and you'd never see her wear it. But that's not me. Included in the box from Alabama was a couple of catalogues, and I'll show them now. I thought they were maker or manufacturer specific, but they're actually, this one's diecast direct, so this is a shop, and I did a flick through and it felt like ye oldie times, but actually stuff I've never seen before. And then I thought, oh, that's good, these are in 143, and then I saw, oh no, that one's not, oh dear. So I'm not sure how expensive that might get for me, but we're not here to flick. Oh, look at that. As he says, we're not here to flick through catalogues. Zoom in on that one. Probably my favourite car in the known universe. That big Cadillac, 72 DeVille. Wow. Man. I do actually have quite a few of these, believe it or not. Nothing Matchbox in here, but don't let that stop you. Gee whiz. Yeah, I've got a lot of, oh man, a lot of these are green light. Look at, oh dear, rabbit hole, he says. Diecast decks. Again, these are all sorts of, there's green light again, Auto World, look at that, Struth. But that's not 164. When I see that, I think, oh good, because I don't collect other scale, oh man. And then you flick through and you think, oh, just a minute. Green light in 164 there, oh man. There's a Cadillac in here that, and I won't find it now, probably. Son of a gun. Lincoln Continentals. That's 1 to 18 too though. See, I'm safe. You can get houses, you can get customs, you can get oddball things. My word. My very word. You've got to be careful on these because look at this, they've gone to great lengths for that engine right, but to me that doesn't quite look right. I don't know why. I've never popped the hood on a brand new 19 something or other. $250, that's US, I'd imagine. Looks great with the hood down, but when you put the hood up, too many hoses. I suppose you could rip them out or just not pop the bonnet. Great looking things though, aren't they? So sweet. It's been a very long time since I've ogled a catalogue that I've never seen before. Normally it's a 1978 Matchbox catalogue or something thereabouts. So that was a lovely surprise. Shall we get into the show proper? Speaking of friends in the know, Chasing Diecast Cars randomly sent me this one. And I thought, oh, no, I've got that one. I'll be polite. I'll just say thanks. And then I went to the collection and I didn't have it. I was like, thanks! That's Jerome from Belgium. Chasing Diecast Cars is his channel. Check him out. And if my googly eyes serve me right, that's a 2007 copyright. You're probably seeing it on your wall projector. Size of the bus. Is the Jaguar. And a lovely colour that I thought I had. Sweet. Pop him over the back. And just before we get on to the Dagger Force, is it? Yes, Dagger Force. I'm obsessed with the one I don't have, so we'll get to it. Construction series of 2009. So 2010 for Matchbox was this little skidster. Thought I had it for months and months, probably years actually, because this was in a very large cardboard box in the cupboard underneath the stairs. Speaking of series I used to do or tried to get started on and never went anywhere, look what I found in the cupboard under the stairs. Thought I had it, didn't, do now. Well, of course I already had it. it was under the stairs. But there we have it. Cute little bobcat. Probably number 20, something like that. But again, collection's got quite expansive, so I lose track. And don't need to see empty. Look at this. It's the Land Rover 90. That's the back of all of the cards, and that's not in the set I have to show you. So I'm guessing there were another one or two in the set. But here we have the Land Rover 90. It doesn't have the name of the vehicle on it, strangely. So you've got to destroy it. Let's get a better look. Plastic base, made in Macau, 87 is the copyright. Because, of course, they had a few iterations of this casting, didn't they? This is the one with suspension. I'll take that down just a little. It's been a while since I've done a video, so nothing was set up right. It took me quite some time to get it right this morning. I hope it is right. Hope your view is as good as I normally get it. Got to reach way behind me. Whoa! Get over here, folks. And I'm just going to flood the table randomly. I'll bring these forward because they're part of the show proper. I'll flood the show randomly, or the table randomly, with every other colour of every other thing I have, because this is kind of the exciting part about the show for today, is things I never knew came in that colour, like this. So, yeah, some are supposed to have suspension, some obviously are a different casting altogether, but same vehicle. Some are just off the wall, but you got to get them if you want them all. Oh gee whiz, they don't go together very well, do they? It's the soldier and his missus, and the Payne and Sons. Threw him up there. And some that really do go well together, but of completely different fashions. Different rhubars, different wheels, different castings, some of them. That's one of the latest, isn't it? The Polizei. Not to be confused with some other silver ones. See, from the top it looks like I've got a double, but no. Red Valley, throw them in there. And the Park Ranger. Metal base made in Thailand. And again, sometimes I think, oh no, I've got that one. And I go to the, so it's got no suspension, that's one of the newer ones. Did I share that one? When I was preparing for this video, I thought, I'll do a, it's a British Airways one, a little bit banged up, but it's all I have. I thought I'll edit the crikey out of this one because there's so much to show you, but then I thought, well, that's why you tune in, so you can see everything I've got to show, I hope. Who next? This guy here. I'm wondering if that is the other to the set. I've got the Dagger Force, most of them I think, and the other one is the Strike Force. So I'm wondering if this isn't part of the Strike Force. I can't remember how I got hold of this one. I might have just swapped it within my group of friends, so I should put him a little bit back. And put the civilian off to the side so he doesn't get hurt. And where are we? Do these look the same to you? Yes, but one has a metal base Macau, one has a plastic base Macau. Isn't it always the way you kind of justify not putting things into your swap box, because you'll be sure sooner or later you find a variant or a difference. These are the same, I think. Both Thailand, both plastic base, but give me another few years and I will pick the difference. I will be able to justify why I'm not getting rid of the second one. again with these, that's the old school, isn't it? That's how it started off. Now that's got a slight shade variant, so I can't get rid of one or two. Interior's the same, everything else seems to be the same. And then it was white, not bleached in the sun, I promise. Here's a variant, plastic base, metal base with the foam unit 3. I was wondering if we're going to run out of room. That's a US market only, so therefore extremely exotic to our shores. I'm sure also there's a metal base one out there too. It never ends, I promise. And some of the some of the older ones. That's Macau metal base, NASA, and NASA without the gibberish on the side. You see? You'll get lost and you'll go broke doing it. Right, on with the show. This is the self-propelled gun, isn't it? With tan tracks. Oh, see, look, that was just aching to come off. Look at the camo. Now, I don't want to show you how this runs, but those tracks look very supple. Pew, 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 pew. You try to shoot up my collection. Pew, pew. So it's got a metal base, made in Macau, and the original, I guarantee, was not made in Macau. There he is there. See what I mean about those tracks? Ew. That'll be made in England. You know it. Fantastic. So put him there, and is there another couple? Oh yes, there's just one more to show you. That's the original, but with black tracks, and they're original, but they haven't suffered the same fate as the other old tan ones. Who else? Who next? We'll change the pace just for a second, just to get this out of the box. It's the Lamborghini Countach from 2000 release. So it's one of the ones that have been sitting around for ages, and it's just tempting just to rip it out and put it in the collection, but I'd rather add it into a show and tell first, seeing as I didn't have a heat seeker Lamborghini edition. Not enough Lamborghinis. Plastic base, 85 copyright, and where is it made? Ooh. Oh, there it is, China. So we'll pop that over with the Jaguar out of the way. Something really random that came in this Commando set, Dagger Force, was the Swing Wing Jet. Now, only something I collect because it's part of a catalogue, namely, I think, the 1978 catalogue I did a full review on ages ago. And I was forced to buy it off eBay, obviously, because you're not going to get them in Toy World, are you? A big W. But look at that. Yeah, I paid a left kidney and a left for this one, just to get it to fill that. Maybe it wasn't the 78 catalogue, maybe it was a later one. Was it the 84 or 85 one I did? Can't remember. Head on back and check it out if you wish. But so happy to have this one because, again, never seen it. The wheels are crazy big, not realistic, but really glad to have it. That's so mint, isn't it? From the late 80s. Crazy. I was about to tell you that body was plastic, but it's just that matte black finish. So cool to have. And I thought I'd run these out as well because they looked a bit lonely. It took me an age to find these because I don't have a category for these. I don't have a drawer for these. So when I found them, I thought, oh, come on, guys. You can be on camera today. Here we go. I've got to get a mint version of that yellow and black one, but what do you do? Who next? Oh, do this one. This is sidestepping the whole thing, but it ties in nicely. This one's been sitting in that gold show and tell box for months. What are we? We're July now, so maybe since last year. So, I've shown you this one, and I'm showing you this one today. I've shown you this one, and this one, and this one. This one has to lie sideways in the drawer because of this silly cage thing. So if the line's going to sit there and wait for the cage to drop on them from a truck. And I haven't shown you this one because I don't have it. Number 4 construction pack, coming to a show soon, I'm sure. But look at this. This is the number 2 of the Action System series. It's the mechanic pack. But I'm after this, and I'm after this. Try me. If you can get your thuggish finger in there, mate. Boing, boing. There you go. Did I tell you what year? 1996 on the card. It's not ancient, but probably older than some of my viewers. Got a trolley jack. A few barrels of oil. They've gone up in price since 20 odd years ago. Got a mechanic sign. And a dude. Oh, 2 dudes. Okay, so different kind of mechanics. One's a tyre guy. And what are you up to, mate? On the clock. He's got a spanner and... is that an oil can? Cool. Still in shot too. Way to go. Oversized jack. But the stars of the show. Been meaning to get this one for so long. Is that jammed down? Don't like the look of that. See, if you keep everything in packaging, how do you know if they work? How do you know if they're not dodgy? Ooh, I don't like that at all. It rolls, displays well. You see that a lot on eBay ads, don't you? There's a few things wrong with it, but it displays well. Oh, I see. Get these mechanics working. I have to play with that off camera, because if I break this on camera, this video is shot. It's a nice paint job, I'll give it that. Yeah, that front wheel was twisted. I might have to do an update on that, because I promise you I will not be happy if I snap that on camera. The axle's just not sitting right. As he fiddles some more, leave it alone. I was in a restaurant at Gatwick Airport one night, and they had a very funky little restaurant in there, very airporty, as we gaze on lovingly at this Rob's tow truck. And there was a couple kind of obscured from me through this fancy bit of architecture, but I could hear the wife saying to the husband, "Oh, call somebody, call the manager, quickly, call the manager." And I thought, what's going on over there? Is it something I need to be aware of? Not that I'm nosy, but it sounded like the place was on fire or something. And he was going, "No, I'll fix it. And she goes, "Leave it alone, you're just making it worse. Call the manager." And I thought, something's going down. So I pinned my ears to this conversation, and somebody came out and was alerted to the problem and went and got the manager. Manager comes out, and I had to crane my neck around the little funny fin thing that they had as a privacy thing. And the dude, the husband, had prawns still in their shells, and they were freaking. And the manager said, "Sorry, but that's how they come." but they've still got their shells on them. So leave it alone, you'll make it worse. Commando Dagger Force with a VW ambulance, VW transporter, and again the see the casing just wants to give it to you. Blacked out wheels, very cool, sweet. What's on the base, Tyrone? Show the folks at home. Plastic, made in Macau. In 87 is the copyright. What's the copyright on the original? This one. Ooh, made in China. Maybe it's not the original because it went Macau, China, didn't it? What about this one? China again. I guarantee you there are a dozen plus of the Volkswagen transporter out there. As we shuffle on back, cameraman's doing a fantastic job this morning until I scroll back through the editing process and think, oh dear. This one I thought I had, but no. See, red lights versus blue lights, and the common is Mach 1, and this has got twin hooks, just like these two. That was out of the Junkyard 5-pack, and this one was out of another adventure pack, like the one I done showed you. Rob's towing again, look at that. Collect the other 500, like that, and oh dear, we'll shuffle those off because we have run out of room. But does that stop us? No. Oh, and there's that one too. That took a couple of goes because that's got a single hook, but that took a couple of goes because of UV damage, and there was a cracked window on another one that I got, and I just kept on trading up at great expense, I can assure you. Oh, while we're on the messed up dragster, here's one that works. This is the original, and seeing as it works the best. Made in England. Snake on the side. Show 'em your good side, love. There you go. Flames on that one. And we've got that one from was that from the 90s? The chrome surround on those windows tells me that was a Premier Collection one. But again, it works just like it oughta. Oops, mine's a heavy fuel. Yeah, still very happy to have that one, but needs work. Where is Az's? Second to last one to show you today. It's the Weasel. Can't get enough of that camo. That's fantastic. And yeah, that's still Rollermatics. Pew pew. And plastic base on this one, or is it? Ooh, no, it's not. Look at that. This is how they originally came out. Come here, you. Same dealio, but obviously different base. Oh, I'm in two minds now. Is that, no, that is plastic. That bit's metal, that bit's plastic, and everything's metal on this one. Yeah, I can feel a bit of a weight difference. Looks like they've got exactly the same mechanism to do the Rollermatic thingo. But yeah, it's the original made in England. But didn't they do a good job of that? Love it. I'm so happy. And there we have, again, closer to the original, but differenter. And for some reason they put it in metallic green back in the day in case they did want to be seen in Rollermatics, and they threw that in. That was a 5-pack, I think. Came with a Humvee and the Mission Chopper, etc. Looking good. And last one of this Commando Dagger Force to show you today. So random, isn't it? But when you see a set like this, and I've included some castings that you'll love, you just got to get it. It's the 2 coppers. It's the Wazzers. Made in Macau, so it's a plastic base, super fast, police launch. Whereas my French friend would call it launch. That's the original from the 70s. It's the Wazzers. Rozzers. Top of the Waz. Is that an original? Yeah, that's made in England. Los Angeles City Fire Department. Was that a Star Car one? Maybe. Maybe. I have to go back through the videos when I've got a spare 7 weeks. Made in China. Plastic base. It's a great looking boat if you collect boats. And randomly metal on metal, made in China from Coca-Cola. Such a good paint job too. I don't really understand why that one came about. But anyway, it's part of the deal, isn't it? You don't understand everything, you see. Let's go upstairs and take a bit of a pan round the mess I've made. Oh man, I'm so stoked. You see, if happiness is this simple, chase it down, you'll get some yourself. That's this hobby for you. Glad you enjoyed the show. If you did, I usually say I hope you enjoyed the show, but that's the sugar talking. If you did enjoy the show, I'm glad you did. Stay tuned for a future episode where I make another mess on the table. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.